Welcome to Meeple Podcast, Season 4.
Welcome to Meeple Podcast. We bring back an interview with a HERN 2023 player, in this case with last year's Hong Kong champion, Daniel Cheng, LSC on BGA. Daniel, how are you?
I'm fine. Good to see you personally in HERN.
It's been a few months since you experienced it. What it's like for you? I mean, the Kyrgyzstan environment, the interaction with other players, the meeting before and after the tournament, the visit to Essen, your 11th place in the final ranking, all of that.
The environment was fantastic. They were top players from different countries. This year, there were many famous names in the championship, together with friends and other enthusiastic people that gathered to celebrate this event. Because of the busy season of my work, I had to shorten the trip as much as possible to minimize its effect on my work. The visit was like a rush that I arrived just the day before the championship and leave in the early morning the day after. Yet I managed to have a dinner with a few when I arrived. However, I can't stay behind to the pub gathering after the event ends. The final ranking is a bit disappointing, given I was in the top 8 in the other two occasions I played in the World Championship. But this is not a real surprise, given the level of players from different countries has tremendously increased in the past year, and more players are allowed to participate in the championship, as there are new ways to qualify other than winning nationals starting from this year.
How do you pay for the trip to Europe from Hong Kong to participate in the World Championship in Germany?
I pay mostly out of my own money. The local national tournament organizer only contributes 3,000 Hong Kong dollar, which is around 350 euros towards the flight ticket. But the return flight ticket costs almost 10,000 Hong Kong dollars. Let alone the accommodation and other expenses.
In the previous edition, 2022, your partner Wintang ENG, formed on BGA, had a very interesting participation. She was more or less the same as you, 11th place. Do you still have any contact with her?
She was in the Hong Kong team for WTCOC in 2022. There is a WhatsApp group for the Hong Kong Carcassonne community, but she is silenced after the World Championship in Germany that year. We don't have much contact since then. She didn't play in the WTCOC nor the National Championship in 2023.
You are also the captain of the Hong Kong national team. How did you choose the players for your team?
Originally, I didn't choose players for the team. We simply don't have enough players. I must look for players in BGA and National Championship to join our team. In 2023, there was a time when I had to ask the organizer to consider lifting the 8 players minimum requirement, and there seems to be low hope to join the WTCOC when they refused to do so. However, Terry Alley from USA made a ranking list of players in BJ who has ELO greater than 300. From it, I found a few players from Hong Kong, and this is the first time since we joined WTCOC in 2021 that we have more players than the maximum of 10 allowed in a team. So I created a BGA tournament for these newly found players to choose the best ones and fill the remaining space of our team.
In the WTCOC, you finished 27th out of 32 teams. Do you see Hong Kong as a weak team to compete, or is there a big difference level among the players?
As previously said, we have a difficult time in forming a team. Many players are not interested in joining. After all, there are many board games available, and people don't necessarily want to dedicate a lot of time in a single game. Furthermore, the level of play by other teams is high, and some find it not enjoying keep being defeated. As any players who are willing to spend required time to play can enter the team, there is indeed a big difference in levels among players. A number of team members from previous year has left, saying that they have already had their opportunity to represent Hong Kong. Despite the difficulties, our team made progress over years. We lost every single match in 2021. In 2022, we made our first victory in WTCOC in the very last match. In the 2023 edition, we win twice. Unlike previous year where the victory only comes at the time when both teams are already out of the tournament and the result didn't matter anymore. Both wins happened in early stage and qualifying to the playoff become possible at that time.
You only beat Italy and Malaysia. The rest were heavy defeats. Are you going to prepare for the next edition with more effort, or are you one of those who think that the important thing is to participate?
I decided to step down from being the captain of the Hong Kong team after 3 years of leading it. I must cope with the busy work life in Hong Kong and pass the leading role to Hilik, whom I believe can bring the team to the next level. He's energetic and brings in some of his own idea on top of the foundation that I've laid down. At the same time, we recruit many more new players joining the community and after the national championship. With a much larger base of players to choose from, we can select higher standard players into our team. Under the condition of real competition, a majority of the player base train themselves with a target to enter the team. I'm looking forward to a better Hong Kong team in the next edition.
Nice community that had been created around the world of Carcassonne, don't you think?
I think so. Many of the online tournaments in BGA has increased in the number of players. Different countries also form their communities with the tournaments, gatherings. Some of them share the news online and some of them even have their own accessories.
If you could contribute something to the Carcassonne War, what would it be?
I have done what I think I can contribute up to this moment, starting from creating King of Carcassonne tournament series every year since Carcassonne incepted in BGA. It has fostered the idea that tournaments can be created by players and communities, and it in turn gathers people together and grows the community. Recently, the Carcassonne Champions League, organized by Carcassonne Ukraine, started their inaugural edition, which I'm glad to see. In fact, in 2021, a tournament of the same name has been created by Semanas TV. In 2022, I suggest to him to invite every country to have their own online championship and make his tournament between the winners. This is pretty much like the idea now by Carcassonne Ukraine. At that time, Semanas TV not sure that every country will set up a championship, and it didn't happen. I didn't talk to Carcassonne Ukraine, but I'm very glad now to see that they have the same idea and make it into reality. Other than tournament creation, I have made contributions in different aspects as well. To mention a few, I'm the founder of the Hong Kong team that joins the WTCOC. It's formed a new community to the Carcassonne world. On the other hand, I research on first player advantage in Carcassonne and make a report to Carcassonne.cat using the games in the first ECOC as the data. I also create the spreadsheet that estimates winning probabilities of teams playing in WTCOC format using the elo of the players in both teams. This has been adopted by LSC, which he used in his live streams.
Tell us something we don't know about you, about your team, about Hong Kong, or just something you would like to add to this interview?
Hong Kong gamers have been forced to withdraw from a tournament because the team name Hong Kong is used instead of Hong Kong China is displayed on the screen. There are guidelines by City Sports Federation and Olympic Committee to do so in such occasions. Hong Kong Carcassonne team is not under them and don't have to follow such guidelines.
I wish you a good year and thank you for accepting the invitation to the show.
Thank you, Joaquin, for the idea of interviewing players.
Thank you, Daniel. To all the listeners, also thank you for being there. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.